So it's been quite a journey since What Is Love, the 90s. We're doing Flashback to the 90s.
Yes.
Tell me about what the 90s was for you.
Well, the 90s was wrinkle-free period.
But Black Don't Crack, look at you.
I don't say that. I pushed it all to the posterior. It's like, go back there. Many things crack in life. Don't believe that. That doesn't matter. The experience, of course, of the 90s was amazing because it was a time when we did everything together. Today, because of the populism and all the weird things that are happening in the world, it is a different thing. But I have to admit, we live and learn. I look back and I love every second. I don't regret anything.
The 90s, no regret.
Never. Nothing. Nothing.
So when the massive wave of fame hit you, tell me about what that was like and what was your first big ticket item that you bought? You're like, I've made it. I'm going to splurge on what?
Not that way. I was raised completely different.
Okay.
And there was nothing that was missing in my life. There was nothing that I had to run out and grab anything big or whatever. Always had those things. And the main thing was my father always said to me, if I may use the S word, I'll just not use the full word, but you know, exactly. Dad used to say, if money changes you, you were shit to begin with. Okay? So all of that doesn't matter. The first 5 singles were just ridiculously non-stoppable. It just kept going. You know, What Is Love is just one of those great songs because of Clive Davis and because of the Americans. Clive did me the greatest favor in the world. We met the guys at Saturday Night Live and SNL.
Yeah. And
had a few good ideas and for a new skit with a simple actor like Will Ferrell, you know, nobody, you know, and ha 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 ha. And we got to do all that, and then after 3 years of doing that, then created the Night of the Roxbury, and
the rest is history.
We don't have to speak about it, but of course it's a lot of hard work. You have to be fit. You always have to be on point, should we say? And just keep delivering, and not only bringing something new out, but delivering to your crowds, delivering to your audience. And, just being there. Today, everyone's available. Everyone has a computer. Everyone has everything today. Back in those days, you know, you went to the source, and one person had a 250 desktop, Atari. We all sat together. We had 1040s, we had ST Megas, and we worked with each other day and night. We had little click tracks, 6-second sampling possibilities. The world was a completely different place. And anyone who had a bit of technology, 100 people would go to them and work with them. It was amazing. Today, everybody has the possibility to do anything great.
In their bedroom, yeah.
But
bedroom studio.
At the end of the day, I asked them, here, take this acoustic guitar and play me something. You can't. Well, that's that. And that takes away from, you know, you have to prove to yourself what occurs after the electricity goes out. Are you still an artist? And that's the difficulties.
But you raise an interesting question about is being an electronic artist not being an artist, because there is some artistic and musical skill that needs to be involved in the creation of music, be it through keyboards, be it through those pads.
You can make it sound however nicely you want it. Like I said, turn the electricity off and then be an entertainer.
Entertainer, there's a word.
Yes.
Performer.
But performing to what? Even the best comic in the world still needs to project to a larger audience. So he's going to need his microphones, you know, and it depends on the amphitheater, it depends on the building structure and all those things, how well you can project. But again, it's nice to sit with acoustic guitar, a few friends on the beach, watching the fire burn and play something and just, you know.
Yeah,
it's a lovely feeling.
So you've been all around the world in III.
174 countries.
Incredible.
No.
So I'm sure you've got
just normal.
plenty of stories to
Lots
tell.
of stories.
What's the craziest venue or gig you've performed at?
I'll never forget it. 1995, playing in Gorky Park.
Where's Gorky Park?
Moscow. Gorky Park is where today it's just a normal park, but in the old days is where the communists and the capitalists, the Westerners used to exchange their spies.
Okay.
It's not a joke.
Wow.
It's a fact. And again, we're in a world where today people don't recognize that we used to have a situation in the world where walls were built to separate the westernization to communism. And I'm playing there, and the government at 12 o'clock decided that 12 o'clock was enough. So in the middle of playing, and in those days I traveled more with a band and lots of dancers, and we were really getting down. The crowd's amazing. It's about 12,000 people. and all of a sudden they pulled the plug
Wow.
because it was enough for the government.
And done. End of gig.
End of gig, end of discussion, and the people knew. They just turned and left.
Oh, wow. No discussion.
No discussion.
The crowd just disperses.
That's just the way it was.
Wow. When was the last time you laughed so hard it hurt, and what was so funny?
Oh, that happens almost every day.
I can tell.
I'm a person who's fully alive. I love being silly. I love being honest. I love being direct. And when there are certain situations, I'm not good for the Me Tooers and the modern day people. I'm just not, because I find it all silly. I laugh about them all the time because I don't care if it's Eve and Adam or Adam and Eve. Don't care. They were there together, and that's that. And turn your ego off and get on with the dance.
Like that phrase, get on with the dance.
Yeah.
When was the last time you cried, and why? What got you so emotional?
Oh, well, that's many things. I mean, I can even cry on a silly old film that I love so much, like
The Notebook.
no, like Forrest Gump, for example.
Okay, that's a goodie.
That's an amazing. That's
Yeah.
not a goodie. That's an amazing. That's way
Yeah.
up there. That's my top 5 best films of all times, because here's this special individual. In our eyes, we see him as handicapped. We see him as slow. We see him as this, that, that. But he has much more love, much more everything than we all do. And the things we take for granted. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those films that it has you laughing, but it'll also have you crying
In tears.
like crazy. Yeah.
So the whole world is caught in the grips of Game of Thrones. Do
Not
you
bad.
partake?
I don't mind it. I really don't. I don't get to see it all the time live, but half my office records it for me.
So you've seen it.
Everything from day one.
What house do you fight for? Declare your allegiance now.
I don't really have an allegiance, but
Who are you rooting for?
well, I'm happy that Jon Snow's finally recognized that he's not just a bastard child, that he is actually the king of the Iron Throne. And
Spoiler alert.
well, if you missed it, that is the main fact.
Yeah.
Our lovely queen of the dragons, he's just maybe kissing his cousin the whole time. You just never know. But and all that good thing is, look, at the end of the day, it's a fascinating, amazing production.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's over in another 5 episodes or 4.
4.
4.
Done
That's
and
it.
dusted.
That's that. It's a shame.
Forever.
Hopefully, they'll make a massive movie of it.
I'm certain they will.
Yeah, let's find out. 5 years will go by, and then they'll have us all. I have to admit, a certain devious queen who is waiting for the Snow King to fight
Yes.
those in the north, and we know Cersei's not going to help them.
Yes.
She's going to wait and wait and wait, but let's find out what occurs. But the only way to kill all of them is just to kill the Snow King. So
I don't know how they're going to kill the Night King, to be honest.
well, you've got to kill him.
He's got a dragon.
Yeah, okay, they have 2, but let's find out.
Fine.
Let's find out.
So I, as a single woman...
Yes, you're single.
It's true.
Oh my God,
No,
ladies
it's an
and gentlemen,
outfit.
she's single. Okay, never mind.
Come to you, who by now you must be a love guru, having asked what is love,
Love
so long
guru.
ago. Yes.
Ooh,
You
love
must
guru.
know by now what love is, though love has changed
Yeah, but I'm
from
not-
the 90s.
Yeah, but I'm still answering that question. Every time I sing the song, I'm answering the question.
Right.
No one's listening to the rest. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Right.
It's all about pain. You cannot explain to anyone that you've been in love in this life unless you've not experienced love's pain.
Yeah,
And that's that.
true. As I said, like love has changed in the way that Tinder is a part of how we try and find love. Bumble is a way that people are trying to find love.
That's lust. That's a quick answer to a pleasure that most people can't take care of themselves. That's come on. That's always been there. I mean, it's new marketing names and all that because of the internet and all of that. But come on, there's always
Same, but
there's
different.
always been house of prostitution. I come from a culture. I'm Dutch originally. I've got the Trinidadian blood. I've got this, that. I live in the mountains of Austria, but we're a very liberal culture over there.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to get anything off your mind, there's places to go. You don't have to sneak. You walk into it like a normal restaurant.
Yeah.
You don't need a bloody Tinder. That's only for those who would like to hide in the dark and pretend. I'm not
So
into that.
That's the advice you can give us.
That's not love.
Yeah.
Love is a different thing, But it's like, look, we are men and women. Women are into romance. Men are into let's get it over.
Yeah.
You understand? And finally, one day you're going to grow up and understand that you have to kind of meet in the middle. you know, and most men start to learn romance as some women start to learn to be more like men.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
I do.
Thank you. We don't have to go any further, do we?
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
So, herzlich willkommen hier.
Mai, du Angeber, was soll das für ein Scheiß? Wie hast du Deutsch gelernt, oder was?
Ein bisschen bei
Wann?
Goethe-Institut.
Echt?
Ja.
Ma, ich kann nur sagen, super.
Dankeschön.
Echt? Und du verstehst mich, oder?
Ein bisschen. Du sprichst zu schnell. Langsam
Zu schnell?
bitte, ja.
Etwas langsamer. Sehr gut, das
Ja.
gefällt mir sehr.
I wanted to say herzlich willkommen
Vielen
in
Dank.
South Africa.
Dankeschön.
Wam gele gele e Africa. Welcome back.
Wam gille gille.
Wam gele gele. You are welcome.
Wow.
Thank
That's
you
amazing.
for coming
well, thank
back.
you.
I know.
Bitteschön, Dankeschön. Wow.
So now we're going to move on to the think fast questions.
Good. Good, good.
One word answers. Good, good.
Good. Yeah, but my dialect, it's not good, it's gut.
Good.
Gut.
So just top of the head. Don't think about it. Give me the answer as it comes.
Yeah.
Chicken or beef?
Oh,
It's not a hard question. I'm sure you would have had to answer this question plain. Chicken or beef?
It depends on my mood. I'm not really chicken fan or beef fan.
Fine, neither. Why is the sun so hot?
It's even hotter. It's even hotter.
The album that impacted you the most as a youngster?
Wow. Rumors, Fleetwood Mac,
Nice. Beach or Berg?
bag,
Uh-huh. Most annoying thing in the world?
ignorance,
Dogs or cats?
dogs,
Good. Your best childhood memory?
being with my father,
Boxers or briefs?
briefs. I don't like boxers. I can't get them in the jeans. It's
You're a tight jeans man, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, baggies, wow.
Fine. Favorite junk food?
French fries,
Fast or slow?
fast.
Favorite holiday destination?
I'm a Caribbean person. All of it.
Nice. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay. Says the Caribbean person.
No, I'm not a Caribbean person. My mother is.
Okay.
That's the difference. I grew up in the mountains.
Ah, you said so.
Yeah. 25 degrees Celsius for me is already too hot.
Yes.
I'm like, get rid of it, you know. 35, I'm in the shadow somewhere. It's like, please get in the water.
So, flashback to the 90's Freedom Day concert, less than 24 hours away.
Yeah.
What can somebody who's listening, who's not sure what to do with their Saturday night, spoiler alert, this is going to be amazing. What can they expect?
Well, if you're plus 30 and you've experienced a bit of the music of the 90s and
Yeah.
sang like we did words to music, like today's generation, I don't know, you guys don't sing, you just move around like a bunch of... come out and reminisce and enjoy and sing with us, dance around with us, and, you know, just do what we did in those days. And don't care what you're wearing, don't care what the other person is doing, just enjoy yourself. That's that.
Stunning. Well, we're
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. I mean, we had myself and an album. We came for the very first Freedom Day, and it's a pleasure to be invited back to the 25th.
Thank you. Well,
Thank you.
looking forward to it.
Thank you.
What is love?
Come celebrate Freedom Day with Hot 91.9 as we bring back those 90s vibes with smash hit artists Dr. Alban and Haddaway. Get out those capri pants and high-waisted minis and come shake a tail feather at the Mall of Africa Amphitheatre for a good and proper old-school dance. Featuring other timeless acts, Just Ginger, Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels, and Black Ice. The Hot 91.9 flashback to the 90s Freedom Day concert, Saturday, 27 April. Tickets now available on quicket.co.za.